Gambling in casinos. It's often portrayed as glamorous and exciting, a whirlwind of bright lights and thrilling games. Who wouldn't want to be that person who walks up to a roulette table, throws down a few chips, and walks away with a fortune? The problem is, casinos are very good at selling an illusion. Beneath the glitz and glamour lies a much darker reality. A reality where the odds are stacked against you and psychological tactics keep you glued to the table. What starts as harmless fun can quickly spiral into a life-altering addiction. Today we're going to peel back the velvet rope and take a hard look at the hidden risks of gambling in casinos. Let's start with a simple truth. Casinos are businesses. Their primary goal is to make a profit, and that profit comes from your losses. Every dollar you lose is a dollar they gain. They dress it up as entertainment, but it's a rigged game where the house always has an edge. The glitz and glamour are just a facade. Every game in a casino is designed with a house edge, a built-in mathematical advantage. This ensures the house wins over time. Take roulette, for example. The house has a greater chance of winning than you do. The odds are stacked against you from the start. People do win, and those wins are often publicized. These moments are highlighted to lure more players in, but those wins are the exception, not the rule. Most players leave with less money than they came with. Casinos use these rare victories to perpetuate the illusion that anyone can win big. It's a powerful marketing tool. For every person who hits the jackpot, countless others walk away with empty pockets. The losses far outweigh the wins. Remember this, the house always wins. It's a fundamental principle of the gambling industry. It's not a matter of luck, it's a matter of mathematics. The odds are meticulously calculated to favor the house. Unless you're a card-counting savant, the odds are you're playing a losing game. Skill can only take you so far. But the house edge isn't the only trick up their sleeve. They have other methods to ensure you keep playing. Casinos are masters of manipulation, employing psychological tricks to keep you playing longer. They create an environment where time seems to stand still. They want you to spend more and ultimately lose bigger. Free drinks and a lively atmosphere are all part of the strategy. And that, my friends, is what we'll delve into next. Stay tuned as we uncover more about the psychology behind these tactics. Let's talk about the psychological warfare being waged against you in a casino. It's a battle you might not even realize you're fighting. These places are meticulously designed to separate you from your money while keeping you comfortably numb and entertained. First up, the atmosphere. Casinos are sensory playgrounds designed to trigger your reward centers and keep you coming back for more. The flashing lights, the hypnotic spinning of the roulette wheel, the constant jingles of slot machines, it's all designed to overload your senses and keep you engaged. There's also the lack of windows and clocks. Casinos want you to lose track of time, so you stay longer and spend more. They want you to exist solely within their bubble of chance and illusion, detached from the outside world. And then there's the free drinks. Alcohol impairs judgment, making you more likely to make impulsive decisions and take bigger risks. Loyalty programs track your spending and keep you hooked with the promise of rewards, making you feel valued and special. Casinos create a sense of community, especially among those vulnerable to loneliness. They make you feel like you belong. They offer senior bus trips and host bingo nights, fostering a sense of belonging and camaraderie. But they're ultimately profiting from these social connections, turning your sense of community into their financial gain. They use chips instead of real money, creating a psychological distance between you and your bets, making it easier to spend more. Slot machines dole out small, frequent wins to keep you engaged and give you a false sense of hope. Remember, you're not just playing against the odds, you're playing against sophisticated psychological manipulation designed to keep you spending. The real danger of gambling lies in its potential to ruin lives, causing emotional and financial devastation. It can drain bank accounts and shatter families, leaving lasting scars. And that, my friends, is what we'll explore in our next chapter. Stay tuned for more insights and revelations. Let's talk about the financial risks of gambling, a topic that affects many individuals and families. Gambling can quickly turn from a harmless diversion into a financial nightmare, leaving you in a precarious situation. It's crucial to understand that gambling is not a viable way to make money. The odds are always stacked against you. It's not an investment strategy, and it's definitely not a way to dig yourself out of a financial hole. The losses can be devastating. One of the biggest dangers of gambling is the ease with which it can lead to financial ruin, often without you realizing it. Casinos make you feel like you're playing with monopoly money, encouraging bigger bets and riskier behavior. But those chips represent real money, money that could be used for bills or groceries, essential needs that should come first. Gambling addiction often goes hand in hand with mounting debt, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to break. People chase losses, max out credit cards, and even resort to payday loans, digging themselves deeper into financial trouble. This cycle of debt leads to financial instability and stress, affecting every aspect of your life. Families and loved ones often bear the brunt of gambling-related financial hardship, leading to emotional and financial strain. Savings are drained, mortgages go unpaid, and relationships are strained, sometimes to the breaking point. Problem gambling can have a ripple effect on communities and society, impacting more than just the individual. Increased crime rates, bankruptcies, and a strain on social services are societal costs that we all bear. Before you gamble, think about your financial goals and responsibilities. Consider the long-term impact on your life. The house always wins, and you're risking more than just your money. You're risking your future and well-being. The high cost of a high roller. The emotional and psychological toll of gambling. Gambling can take a devastating toll on your mental and emotional well-being. Gambling addiction is a serious mental health disorder. It's characterized by an uncontrollable urge to gamble, even in the face of negative consequences. The emotional roller coaster of gambling can be incredibly damaging. The highs of winning can be intoxicating, but the lows of losing can be crushing. This cycle can increase your risk of developing anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts. People struggling with gambling problems often withdraw from loved ones. They may lie, hide their gambling activities, and further isolate themselves. This isolation can devastate relationships, breaking trust and communication. Many people struggling with gambling addiction don't seek help until it's too late. But there's hope. Gambling addiction is a treatable condition. There are resources available, support groups, therapists, and treatment centers. If you or someone you love is struggling, reach out and seek help. Recovery is possible, and it's never too late to find your way back. Beyond the casino walls, the societal impact of gambling. The impact of gambling extends far beyond the individual. Problem gambling and crime often go hand in hand. Desperation can drive people to theft, embezzlement, or even violence. This increase in crime affects victims and erodes community safety. Casinos often tout job creation, but these jobs come at the expense of other industries. Problem gambling can lead to homelessness, bankruptcy, and a strain on public health resources. Taxpayers end up footing the bill for the social costs of gambling addiction. Gambling normalizes risky behavior, blurring the lines between fun and danger. With the rise of online gambling, access has never been easier. It's challenging to protect vulnerable individuals from excessive gambling. The impact of gambling is far-reaching, affecting families, communities, and society. It's time to have an honest conversation about the true costs of gambling. We need policies that protect vulnerable individuals and promote responsible gambling. The slippery slope from casual gambler to compulsive gambler. You might think, I'm not a degenerate gambler, I can handle it. But gambling is a slippery slope. What starts as a harmless diversion can quickly escalate. You wouldn't chug a bottle of whiskey every night and call yourself a casual drinker. But we tend to view gambling differently. Gambling addiction can creep up on anyone regardless of age, income, or social status. It often starts innocently enough, with a win that leads to excitement. Before you know it, you're spending more time and money at the casino. Chasing losses is a fool's errand, leading to deeper financial trouble. The addiction tells you that you can win it back. but the cycle continues. Warning signs include increased preoccupation with gambling, lying, and neglecting responsibilities. If you recognize these signs, seek help immediately. There are resources available, support groups, therapists, and treatment centers. Gambling addiction is not a sign of weakness. Seeking help is a sign of strength. There is no shame in admitting you have a problem. Your life, relationships, and future are worth fighting for. Take steps to address it now. So there you have it, the not-so-glamorous reality of gambling in casinos. We've pulled back the curtain and exposed the tricks. Gambling is a risky business, and the house always has an edge. The financial, emotional, and societal costs of gambling are too great to ignore. From financial ruin and broken families to addiction and increased crime rates, the consequences are devastating. The only sure bet in gambling is that you're taking a risk. Choose wisely, and remember, there are better ways to spend your time, money, and energy.